Hello BD peeps. Today I use a Snapchat filter because I just came home last night about 3 o'clock back from Sicily bead venture. And I needed some makeup by the app. While I was traveling and having fun, still my mom was here to receive some deliveries. And in one of the deliveries, I finally got the Miyuki Elastic Beading Cord. Some of you may remember that I mentioned it because I made some samples of the Splish Splash bracelet. Who named it like that, with this elastic thread, and I promised to show you once the delivery is here where to get it and what you can do with it. So that is it. I have the thinner variation, 0.3 to 0.5 millimeter. It's quite stretchy. And I can also show you here on the measuring tape, you can stretch by at least 5 times its length. I did not use classical beading needles as their holes are too sharp. I have a size 26 embroidery needles. It's easy to thread the needle. The thread goes nicely through the eye of the needle and it doesn't get harmed. As a sample, I just tried to use some size 11 delicas. This is plain even count peyote. And as you can see, I always pull the thread gently into the holes and keep it a little bit under tension. So your thread will last much longer than only for the 20 meters that are on the spool. Here you can see the beaded part. So you can stretch it, you can bend it, and it will always flop back into its original position, as you can see here. Also, I just made a roll, and as you can see here, I stretch it with the scissors and it snaps back into the original position. And even as a tube, you can bend it, as you can see here, which you usually couldn't do if it was normal beading thread. So you see it's stretchable in all directions. Now don't be shocked, I have to break it. It took me a little bit power to snap it. Finally, here, that's it. And here from the broken end, you can see that this is a multi-filament thread. So many fibers in that single thread, as we know from Fireline e.g. And here is the famous Splish Splash bracelet. It has a double raw base, and I have a size 8 seed beads here. And as you can see, it stretches and it snaps back. The top I made with a normal thread, 1G in this case. All in all, we can say that this is a nice addition to our little thread box. I had no problems working with delicas. As you can see, size 8 beads are absolutely no problem to pass through. There you can even make more complex stitches like right angle weave or double right angle weave as I did here. I think more complex stitches with size 11s, like right angle weave with size 11s, that will probably be an issue. Size 15s, you can completely forget about this thread, I think. So it's good to create bases, and then the embellishments on top, you better do with the thread that you're used to use. So now I hope I gave you some input about this thread, and if you try it and if you have your experiences, share it with the world.